Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Right here we have King Bray Almighty. He just came back, completed 2 shows in one day. How you feeling today, King?
I'm feeling ecstatic. I'm great. I'm great. Ready to do
Nice,
some things.
nice. Wow. What a show. Congratulations on your achievement.
Thank you.
Congratulations on everything. So let us know, man, how was it competing in 2 shows in one day, multiple categories? How was that?
I was ready for it. I was excited. Like months before, like as soon as I knew I was doing 2 shows, I lit up. It's very fun. I
Yes,
wanted to do everything.
yes.
It's just I was already ready. I was ready for any lineup, for anything. So I just felt amazing.
Wow, that is true, man. I mean, when you got on stage, both myself and your dad were looking at you like, man, who is that person right there? Can you even let us know what goes on in your head once you're on stage? Because you embody a different person, a different personality when you were on stage for this last show.
Oh, as soon as I get on stage, like I'm not really thinking about anything else but me really and everyone else who's in the crowd. So obviously like whoever's like talking to me from out in the crowd, I make sure I smile, I look
Yes.
presentable. But like when I'm like in the lineup, what I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I'm the best, I'm the strongest, I look the
Wow.
biggest,
Wow.
I'm the best.
Wow.
So it's just a bunch of affirmations in my head.
Yes.
And I don't even need to think about it. It's just subconscious, it runs through my brain. It's I'm
Wow.
the best, I'm the strongest. Hit this pose, you look really good in this pose. You
Wow.
practice this, you know this. So
Yes.
it's very fun. I love
Wow.
it.
Wow, that is beautiful. That is beautiful, man. I love that you have those self-affirmation. So can you let us know what was different with this show right here? The process for you, going to school at the same time, prepping, everything. How was this process for you?
It was definitely a challenge balancing school, but I was like, I chose this. I already know. So whatever I can't be mad at anyone. I can't be mad at myself.
Yes.
I already chose this. So I really had to like look inward. I'd be like, and I had to say to myself, do I really want this? And I was like, yes, I really do. So whatever challenges that were thrown at me, I was ready to face, and
Yes.
I just faced it head on. I did really well. I actually, a lot of things helped me, so bodybuilding and doing school at the same time, because they really canceled each other out
Yes.
when it came to difficulty, because when I was doing one, it wasn't too much of one or too much of the other. So it was really just showing me what balancing is
Yes.
like. So it's like it was very unique,
Yes.
and I loved it. So
Wow.
it was
Wow.
definitely worth the experience.
That is beautiful, man. Again, at 15 years old, doing this great and amazing stuff, right? So, like these 2 shows you did in September, it was kind of like the culmination of everything, the training you've been doing throughout the whole summer, right? So, looking back at your summer, how it went, like, were you proud of all the decisions you made during the summer to get this outcome that you got for the show last weekend?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Why?
I mean, worked out 2 times a day. I did everything. I took everything seriously.
Yes.
And it wasn't really like I had to. It was just enjoyment out of like training every day. So even if some of the mistakes I made weren't really huge mistakes,
Yes.
they're learning lessons really.
Yes.
So anything that I did, I know what to do now. This peak definitely went way smoother thanks to all the great people, but it also just myself,
Yes.
because I was like, okay, I need to be close. I need to do what I need to do, and not make the same mistakes. So this one was definitely easier on my part
Yes.
and on everyone else's. So it was good, and I really just during the summer I just stuck through. I did whatever I needed to do,
Yes.
and yeah, I definitely love the outcome. I have no regrets, never.
That is beautiful. And what are the biggest lessons you've learned throughout this summer? Because I know not just working out, but you've done like the holistic approach. You studied, you learned, different skills. So what are the biggest lessons you've learned throughout the summer then?
So the biggest lesson that I've learned, I'm not a person who retains the most knowledge when it's thrown at me, because I go to school and I do all this other stuff, but I'm not saying that just because I have all these weaknesses doesn't mean that I shouldn't hold myself accountable. But it's really when you're in the darkest of like areas, or like when you're going through stuff and you're like, yeah, I'm human. we all get it.
Yes.
We all go through these things. So I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, but you should still do this. It's really just keep moving. I always say this because like everyone goes through something. So it doesn't mean your problem is less or more than anyone else's, but still it's hard for you because it's a different experience. We all need to go through this for character development, but it's definitely something that you need to persevere through to become the better version of yourself.
Yes.
Because if you're here to get stronger and if you're here to get like whatever goals you want, you got to keep moving because you're not the smartest, you're not the strongest yet, and you don't even know like what path you should take, but you should really just ride it until it's over. That's one.
Yes.
And two, just keep moving until you get what you want.
Yes.
Because I don't know everything, but if I keep going and if I just 1% better each day, like, I mean, like, not even like in anything else. If I screw everything up the whole day and I do one thing right, that's a win.
Wow. Wow.
Really.
Wow. That is an absolute beautiful mindset and a lesson learned. I'm just really proud and happy for you for that. So congrats on that. All right. So let's go back to, to the show from this last weekend team, USA and Las Vegas Natural, right? Getting the opportunity to pose with your dad on stage. Let us know what was going through your mind. How did that feel? Like that moment. What does that moment mean to you?
It was just like a peaceful moment for me, mostly, because I'm like, this is my father. Like, this is a beautiful moment. I really can't describe it. Like, my heart just, it sank. It sank. I was like, oh my God, like this is just amazing. Like, I'm glad. And actually, before I started the posing, I want to make sure I did my part and not mess anything up, because I'm like, this is a really special moment.
Yes.
So if I mess it up, what do I look like doing this? But I really pulled through. It was amazing, and love my dad. Very like just monumental.
Yes.
So everything, it was just very meaningful for me, because like just that one thing was just making sure that I contribute, showing like just not the posing itself, but it was like the meaning behind it, because I was really trying to like make sure I did my part, because like I love my father. He does everything for me basically.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I want to show that like I know what to do and I'm responsible. So it's just showing what I can do. So like in the future, I can definitely take care of people how Dad does, because it's amazing.
Wow, that is beautiful, man. That is beautiful. Thank you very much for sharing. And then looking forward, getting ready for the Olympia, the biggest show of the year. All right, what we'll have in store for that?
I mean, as soon as I got out the show, I was like ready for it. Like, I was excited.
Yes, yes.
I mean, every morning I woke up, I'm like, what body part do I want to hit today? Just to make sure my physique comes out. What do I want to do? What music do I want to choose? I was excited for it already. It was like Playground. I already saw. I was like, which one do I want to do? What do I want to do? This. I was just like I was already embodying the feeling of what it's going to be like when I'm there. So I was like, man, what is everyone going to feel? What people am I going to meet? Like, what song am I going to play just so everyone could feel it? So I was already ready. But what's coming for the Olympia is just the whole package that I've been working for this whole time. So it's definitely going to be heat. Yeah.
Amazing. Yes, that is beautiful. Thank you very much for that. I mean, man, you started this in less than 1 year, and the success is just, my goodness gracious, it's out of this world, right? So we can't wait to see what you have for the Olympia, and even after that. But thank you very much for your time, King Bray Almighty, the mighty 15-year-old. Thank you.